remember one time when my grandfather told this Asian that he didn't want to work for him. See, when my grandfather had his summer vacation up at the college, he and his brother, a neighborhood friend that moved down south up here, those three used to dig these irrigation wells for people in the neighborhood because we had such a high water table. It was just free irrigation for your lawns and gardens. It wasn't to be meant to be plugged into your house, but we could use it for our lawns and our gardens. And we still have our well. But anyway, before they got into the real estate trade, they were digging these wells. And the first one that was dug was here at this house, and then the second one was done down at his brother's house, where his brother fucked up his well. They no longer have a well. He turned it on without opening up the spigots, and the motherfucker sucked sand and burnt out. Now that pump motor is 200 feet below the surface and can't retrieve it, and that's just it's a done deal. So when people started seeing what they were doing, they were asking my grandfather and my uncle how much it will cost to dig them an irrigation well. Now, the first one that they made money off of was right next door, a family named Del Campo. And, he threw them a nice price that cover all the expenses and put some money in both he and his brother's pocket. And white people were all right with that. Even the few black people that were able to afford that type of luxury were all right with their price. This little Asian man, this little Asian family around the block, he had this big garden in his backyard. Approached my grandfather and my uncle to dig him a well. And when my grandfather told them the main price was $5,000, no ifs, ands, or buts. Not going any higher, definitely not going any lower. Let me tell you how this little Asian tried to play my grandfather and his brother. Now, you know how much your neighbors paid and everything like this, but you come at my grandfather saying you're only willing to pay $3,000. Well, guess what? My grandfather was like, no, continue to water your fucking plants with your house water and paying all that money. He's not going to lose any motherfucking money just because you don't want to pay them the going rate, which white and black people were all right with. This is one reason why I won't have any business dealings with any type of Asian. Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees, look at these Taiwanese. I don't care. I don't have anything to do with them. I was proud of my grandfather that day. And you know what? The Asian man had to scale back his garden because he couldn't afford to water it. They ended up moving out of the neighborhood by 93, 94. And I wasn't sad to see him leave. Fuck him. But us as black people as a whole, we need to stop dealing with these Asian people. Really, we need to stop dealing with coonery buffoonery people that look just like us. We need to out and isolate every anti-black racist in this country. Best way to hurt them is hit them in the pockets. You know it. So I'm glad my grandfather was strong enough, and I knew he would be. He wasn't gonna bend to that. a $2,000 loss just because some motherfucking Asian and shit don't want to pay them the going rate. They're always trying to get a little bit of something for a whole lot of nothing. And that's one reason why I pulled out of my vending machines out of this Chinese buffet. 'Cause I wasn't gonna let that motherfucker run me ragged, talk down to me. Motherfucker, you called me to get arcade machines in your eating establishment. I didn't call you. But guess what? When he tried to pull that bullshit, I pulled right up to his motherfucking business in a U-Haul and took every last motherfucking crane game, arcade game, and gumball machine out that motherfucker and didn't look back.